See the mountains on a mountain trip. He's a very fine man. He is so well-rounded, and he'd like to see the Alpine soaring heather started. Getting off this plane before we both departed on a mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Classic cars on a mountain slope, bound to do some driving to the railroad tracks. You better get back, people are arriving, so we'll set these colorful chairs up to allow for seating. Malagonny Lake Chalet is what you're reading on a mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Take a plane into the ocean, plane into the plane into the sea, on a mountain trip to old Japan, 1953. Mountain trip to old Japan, 1959. Death will come in a matter of time. They're being backed up by the military line with a bag on his head. He will soon be dead. It must have been for something he said, 'cause public execution can be so degrading. Better get it over with. The old ladies are waiting for their mountain trip to old Japan, 1950. Mountain trip, he's a very fine man, 1950. Mountain trip to old Japan, 1959.
My next guests are a unique family act who purchase vintage slides from random estate sales and thrift shops and make up songs about the people in them. You can also pick up their self-titled CD, Trachtenburg Family Slideshow Players, Volume 1. Please welcome the Trachtenburg Family Slideshow Players.
Hello. Tonight's song is called Look at Me. It's based on the lives of two retired military nurses from Seattle who are named Jean and Cappy. This song tells their story as they grow old together throughout the 50s, 60s, and 70s and do Seattle kind of things such as go to the Festival of Gas. It goes something like this. 1, 2, 3, 1. Look at me. Here we are in the parking lot. My friends cough because they smoke a lot. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Here we are, there's a bear, a when you're Sonny and Cher, Sonny and Cher. Look at me. Look at this, a government disc. Only music can set us free. Or your President Kennedy. Look at me. Look at us, always serious. They invented the color TV. Groove on in, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Groove on in. Here's what this guy would say. Look at me. Won't you try some of my barbecue? This is what happens when you have a few. Look at you, look at you, look at you. Look at me, look at me. I am someone's drunk uncle. We like Simon and Garfunkel. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Look at me, look at me at the Festival of Gas. One small leak on the mountain pass. Half of Kristen Hirsch is cut in half. Look at me. Look at us at CBGB's. We were huge in the 70s. Roasted turkey for ye. Look at me. Look at me. This next verse is about Jean. Look at Jean. Look at Jean in her younger days. Look at Jean in a drunken haze. Look at Jean, look at Jean, look at Jean. Look at me, look at me, look at me with my good friend Jean. Jean was always so very clean. Look at Jean, look at Jean, look at Jean. Look at me, someone will find this funny. Someone else will do anything for money. Someone's disposition is way too sunny. Look at me, look at me. I'm a lone nut with a gun, but I wouldn't hurt anyone. So let's start World War III. Look at me, 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 look at me. From the hills to the greens, all the places in between, Jean and Cappy, look at me. Thank you.
Please. Very nice job. Very nice job. Very nice job. The Trachtenburg family slideshow. Please, everyone, take a break. We'll be right back. Very nice job. Gorgeous outfits, too. All right, everybody, that is our show. I do want to thank all my guests. Very nice job. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for Last Call with Carson Daly, and we will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.
Hello, Austin. Vendors, we are looking for slide collections.
I'm Rachel Trachtenburg. I'm the drummer for the Trachtenburg Family Slideshow Players.
I'm Tina Trachtenburg, and I run the slides.
Decide to take this decision to you.
I'm Jason Trachtenberg. I play keyboards and guitars. We play indie vaudeville, and we're a real family band.
To hear it, we wanted to get your input from the entire membership. Mountain trip to old Japan, 1959.
My songs at this point are all inspired from slide collections that we purchased from estate sales. And all you need is one slide, and you get a song.
I think it's very fun playing with my parents in a band. They're not like everybody else, like go to the Gap and shop for summer clothes all the time. It's just fun to be with my daddy and my mommy playing music.
Mountain trip to old Japan, 1950. Mountain trip, he's a very fine man, 1950.
Trachtenburg family slideshow players take old discarded vintage slide collections from anonymous strangers that we acquire at their estate sales after they die, and we turn their slide collection into pop rock musical exposés based on their lives.
Oh, these are great! This is just what we need. It has the information on here, right? And these are the lyrics of the song. What's new in gas appliances? Wow.
What's new in gas appliances?
That's the one. That's what we'll call it. What's new in gas appliances?
The slide thing was actually what we were really looking for all those years.
Here we are, there's a bear up against the car, chiropractic can fix you there, when you're Sonny and Cher.
Look at Me is about two retired military nurses from Seattle named Jean and Cappy.
They're like best friends for their whole lives, and they do some pretty funny things.
I think that they really loved each other. Who knows? But they're beautiful slides, and they're beautiful together.
From the hills to the greens, and all the places in between, Jean and Cappy.
Most of my subjects have passed on, which is why I acquired their slides in the first place. If they knew what we were doing with them, they would be so pleased that their life lives on, that these pictures live on, and that their life has, like, you know, even a greater, grander meaning now, possibly.
Why did we decide to take this decision? We wanted to hear it. We wanted to hear it. We wanted to hear it. We wanted to get your input from the entire membership. Thank you. Who are these men from your middle America? Their political views, their cause for hysteria. Sometimes they drive motorcycles, but in voice they revice. Their social position will reveal their dislikes to you. Sometimes. You got your master plan for your middle America, like crashing your van into middle America. Sometimes, the panoramic vision, it is turning on. Pardon me, sir, while I drive back on over you. Sometimes. So they hit the brakes hard and always right to the right, so you can be a circle or a triangle for life. For education, before license, and for penalties. Remedial education for violators, or D, all of these. You're an excellent B, passable, or C, just want yourself now. That's all.